those storms, I mean, they can be serious.
They can be. Today's winds 50 miles an hour at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, also in Palmetto and off of Anna Maria, over 50-mile-an-hour winds, and that can cause those carports to be ripped off in some cases, and roofs as well. We have had no reports of any severe weather today in terms of damage goes, but tomorrow more storms are in the forecast. Afternoon and evening, get used to it too. These storms will be rather intense at times, bringing heavy rain, frequent lightning, and strong gusty winds. No threat of that right now, though. Things are pretty calm out there. Casey Key webcam showing pretty calm conditions for a while, and then all of a sudden some heavy storms just for a short period of time. We had a stronger east wind today, and that pushed the storms along fairly quickly. We did have some rainfall reports, so up to about 2 inches in some areas, and a nice rainbow though. Norm sending this one in. Norm Schimmel getting this out of Sarasota Bay. A double rainbow, what does it mean? We have had a lot of rain around as of late, and that is slowly coming to an end now. As we see the latest radar sweep not showing any rainfall around. A shower is still lingering off of St. Pete, but rainfall totals were pretty impressive in some areas as that rain came pretty heavy at times. Now, the atmosphere is still pretty juiced up, the dry air well to the east of our area, so it's not going to inhibit the storm development tomorrow afternoon, and we will see that east to southeasterly wind component throughout the day. We'll start off with sunshine, a few clouds, a few storms developing along that sea breeze front, and when the east wind comes over, that's when the storms will really fire up. Most of the action should be over by around 7, 8 o'clock. There'll be some lingering light showers like we saw tonight. And then we started all over again on Friday. And as we showed you at the top of the news, it could get a little bit more intense over the holiday weekend, especially on Monday and Tuesday from us. I'll show you this again. This is the forecast European model suggesting a closed low on Sunday. This is Sunday at 11 o'clock, and you'll notice the path and track it takes over South Florida, and it's a long way off, so it could do a lot of different things here, even if it develops. It's not even a certainty to that. The GFS is not picking up on that development quite yet. European model, though, is a very reliable model, especially during this time of year. And with water temperatures in the 90s here, there's a chance it could develop into a stronger storm as it pulls away from our area on Wednesday. And then eventually on Thursday and Friday of next week, the European anyway, has it moving into Louisiana, Mississippi, and parts of Alabama. So it remains to be seen. As I said, not all the models are agreeing with this scenario at this point. But if it does, it starts showing up on the GFS and say the Canadian models, we may start to see something. We're going to see something here, I do believe. It's coming off the coast of Africa now, and this system has the potential of developing, but if it were to develop, indications are that it would stay out in the Atlantic and move into the North Atlantic. Still a long way off for that as well. But for us, that tropical system, worst case scenario, we would see low-end tropical storm force winds here. Just what the doctor ordered for the red tide, possibly mixing the water up and the waves getting a little higher, dispersing that red tide. Heavy rain could be possible if, again, this becomes the worst case scenario. We're not going to be dealing with a major storm at this point, and it moves away late Wednesday, so it won't stick around long either, it appears, as it heads off to the west-northwest. The next name up is Florence on the scale. We've already had 3 tropical storms and 2 hurricanes in the Atlantic Basin at this time. Current conditions, we have fair skies. It's comfortable out there at 75 degrees. Winds are out of the east at 6, and the barometer pretty high, 30-15. The high today was above average at 92, our average high at 90, not close to the record. Tomorrow we'll start off with the sunshine, and then clouds increasing by the 3 o'clock hour with a good chance for showers and storms in the afternoon. It will still warm to near 90 with the heat index up near 100 degrees by the afternoon. Major storm moving through Wisconsin tonight, heading into Chicago. That's where the storm track is now, well to our north, so it's not going to be a factor for us. High pressure will continue to drive those storms our way late in the afternoon and evening. Southeast winds for boaters tomorrow, seas running 2 feet or less with a light chop out there, and the forecast for the next 7 days. Look at that. Showers and thunderstorms each and every afternoon. Typical summer pattern as we end the last week of summer. And we'll be watching the tropics. Sunday we'll know, obviously, if we're going to have an impact from a system at all. And then Monday and Tuesday, we may have to bump those rain chances up a bit. So we'll watch it very closely for you. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you.